plaintiff, Toby Hamlet, says the defendant is her niece, and she is so materialistic that she looks down on people who can't afford designer clothes. She's suing her niece for a cable bill and emotional distress. Defendant Nia Brown says her aunt is a wild card who is currently on probation for trying to kill her husband. Nia denies owing Toby for anything.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Okay, Nia, that's my niece. That's my sister's daughter, her oldest daughter. Nia was the first grandkid on our side of the family. And when she was younger, people used to think that she was Max. We look so much alike. But now that she's grown up some, me and her couldn't be no more than the man on the moon. She is a label whore. She thinks
she's
that
what? Gotta have designer stuff all the time?
Gotta have designer stuff all the time, because if it ain't designer, it ain't right. Yeah. And she looks down on people who don't wear it, who can't afford it. And she's very disrespectful.
Don't hate on her because she has nice designer. What's that called? The dollar store designer?
Yes, dollar store designer.
Yeah, she got her nice dollar store.
Her simple fact of the matter,
your own label.
When you young and she didn't have no kids or nothing, that was cool. But when you got bills, you need to take care of your bills.
Well, she doesn't have big names on today, ma'am.
Check her Instagram and her Facebook. She owed me this money.
Ma'am, you know that stuff on Instagram is fake. That they be wearing other people's clothes. They pay $500 to tell. Oh Lord, have mercy. Let me be quiet. Go ahead. What does your woman know?
She bought her 1-year-old son Burberry for his first birthday, and he ain't gonna be able to wear it next month for a 1-year-old. But yet she owed me money. You know that's gonna mess up my credit in the long run. She don't care. Cause when I told her about it, she told me, just call him and dispute it. Like it was nothing. And she can be disrespectful. You know, when I was on hard times in March of 2019, and her being my niece, I was like, can you just help me out with a couple of dollars? You know, some things that went on. I just, so I wouldn't be on my mama. She told me that once
all the time?
Once I fill out some job applications and she see that I'm trying to help myself, then she would have no problem helping me. But here it is. She moved to some apartment building and needed a security system. Whose name do she use so she can get her security system? And see, I really thought that she was gonna pay her because she didn't always have a job. She didn't always had a job, always. So I didn't think that she wasn't gonna do what she said she was gonna do.
Okay, now you want to give me some background, ma'am?
Yes, this is my Aunt Toby. She's a wild card. She is on Zoom. She's on Zoom right now because she's on probation from trying to kill her husband with the truck, but she didn't. I didn't
try to kill him, it wasn't a truck.
Whatever it was.
I know when to be quiet.
It had an engine to it.
I know when to be quiet. You know, I'll interrupt people if they kept talking. I say, no, not her. I think I need to be quiet.
Well, it had an engine to it.
I see why.
It had an engine to it and 4 tires.
Pardon?
So it had an engine to it. Wherever it was, it had an engine to it and 4 tires. So she took it and tried to run over with him. I think his leg was broke or something like that. So they had to go to court or whatever. That's why she's on probation right now. My auntie can be a lot, and I haven't seen any paperwork regarding this.
Okay, well, first she has to explain. Now, what bill? Give me the chronological order of.
Listen, when I didn't find out about that she didn't pay the bill until the collection agency called me and asked me told me that I owed them this money. And that's when I told her about it. And she told me just call them dispute it. Like it was nothing. Like, that's her regular. And then, so I called, they couldn't get it to me in time. So I called them and I recorded. I have an audio of them saying the address, where it was, and how much it was. And since she so statingly pointed out that I can't leave the state, I've never lived in Chicago. As if me being on probation has anything to do with you owing me money. You know what? And you owe me money. But I got audio to prove it.
All right, ma'am. As I was asking you before you kind of talked over me and quieted me.
I'm sorry.
What was the bill about? I have no idea what you're talking about. All you've been doing is ranting and raving and talking loud. You never told me once what the bill was. All I heard is you put something in your name for her, and go ahead.
She moved to some apartment building or a house or whatever, and she had to have a security system. So she used my name, social security number.
You told her she could?
Yes, I could, as long as she paid it.
When was that?
That was 2018, 17, 18.
And what has happened since then?
She ain't paid it.
Okay. And when did she move or have it cut off?
I don't know. I just know that the dates is from 18 to January of 19, something to that effect.
Okay. And you say you received a bill that's showing that it hadn't been paid?
They called me, the collection agency called me and told me that I owe them this money, which I have an audio recording of them saying that what's owed and how much is owed and where the service was.
When did they call you?
They started calling me back in June.
Ma'am, let me hear from you about the bill or about putting this in her name.
She is very adamant about this bill. My auntie doesn't have much of anything, so I can understand.
She got credit.
No, she don't have that either.
Oh, she used to. Didn't she have?
No, she never had credit.
Oh, so you didn't put anything in her name?
No, I put it in her name.
Well, then she had credit. And why did you put it in her name?
Because
you have none.
Yeah, I have none either.
Then why did you say she doesn't have good credit? You're so ungrateful.
You don't need good
she
credit
put it
to put
in your
TV
name. You ruined her credit. That's what happened. Now tell me about the bill. Tell me about the bill. Did you put anything in her name?
Yes, I did.
All right. Did you pay off everything?
Yes, I did. From what I know on my
and so she said she's paid everything. When was your last payment?
This was from 3 years ago, so I
understand.
don't know.
When was your last payment? You don't know?
I will be making up a number if I told you.
Okay, so she don't even know what year it was. So you tell me. She can't even tell me what year, season, month, winter, spring, summer, fall, 19, 18, 20. She said it's been 3 years.
And I got an audio recording of how much is owed and where the service was.
All right, let me hear it.
I need you to tell me exactly how much I owe and who I owe it to.
Let me just process your call. In your case, this is an attempt to collect your debt. Any information update will be used for that purpose. And this call is regarding to your account for $1,210.14.
Okay.
I have been calling asking for...
Okay, that's enough. Ma'am, what address? East 74th. Who's there?
That was my address.
That was your address? Yes. All right. They say they provided services to you from June 12th, 2018 to January 10th of 2019. And they say the balance is $1,710 from that address and from the time you say you stayed there. I don't have to hear much more. Now you need to be more careful about who you use your name for. She said you didn't have any credit. She said she didn't have any and you didn't have any yet. They took you. They let you put it in her name. Now you might not. Good luck to you, though. $1,710.
Yes, Nia tried telling me that I don't have a lot of much and I don't have credit.
Just for the record, you don't need good credit, bad credit, or any credit to get a
Whatever,
TV
you
bill.
needed mine.
It's all taken care of now.
It's still mad and I ain't got to pay nobody trying to give me no good credit now.
Right.